The Last Village Storyteller, Episode 11. The night the village turned on itself after the outsiders left, Aqua believed it had chosen wisely. The elders praised unity. The villagers returned to farming, laughter, and shared stories. The Iroko tree stood proud, its roots deep, its leaves whispering approval. But unity built on fear of loss is fragile. It began with a rumor. A young trader returned from a nearby town and whispered that another village had accepted outsiders and grown wealthy overnight. New roads, solar lights, scholarships for children. Aqua missed its chance, he said. The words spread faster than truth. Soon people began to question the elders' decision. Whispers turned into arguments. Arguments turned into anger. You chose tradition over our children's future, some youths shouted. You sold nothing but gained nothing, others said. For the first time, the village divided openly. Two groups formed. One called themselves the Keepers, those who believed stories must remain sacred. The other called themselves the Builders, those who believed stories must be used to create opportunity. The Iroko tree, once a place of gathering, became a place of confrontation. Zainab watched in silence. The elders begged her to speak. Tell a story, they pleaded. Remind them, but Zainab remembered her lesson. This was not a moment for guidance. This was a moment for choice. The tension reached its peak on the night of the full moon. Both groups gathered beneath the Iroko tree, voices sharp, faces hard. Then a stone flew. No one knew who threw it. It struck the trunk of the Iroko tree with a dull crack. The sound froze the village. A second stone followed. Then chaos, shouting, pushing, accusations. Zainab ran forward, her heart pounding. Stop! She cried, but her voice was swallowed by noise. Then something terrifying happened. The Iroko tree shook, not from wind, from within. A deep crack echoed through the night. One massive branch older than memory split and crashed to the ground, missing people by inches. Silence exploded. Children screamed. Adults backed away in horror. The tree had never fallen before. The elders fell to their knees. Zainab stood trembling, tears streaming down her face. The village had hurt itself. That night, no one slept. At dawn, the elders gathered the village. This is our doing, the oldest elder said, his voice broken. The ancestors did not punish us. We broke our own shelter. Zainab finally spoke, but not as a storyteller. As a villager, she said, we thought stories would protect us from pain. But stories cannot save a people who refuse to listen to one another. The words burned. The Builders and the Keepers faced each other not as enemies, but as family who had wounded each other deeply. A young man stepped forward, tears in his eyes. I wanted a better life, he said. An elder replied softly, and I wanted you to remember where you came from. They embraced. Slowly others followed. The fallen branch was carried together and placed at the foot of the tree. That evening the village did not tell stories. They repaired. They cleared the broken wood. They bound the wounded trunk with rope and cloth. They sang not to entertain, but to heal. Zainab sat quietly, exhausted. She understood now. The greatest danger to Oa was not outsiders, nature, or spirits. It was forgetting that disagreement does not mean division. The Iroko tree still stood, but scarred, just like the village. And in that scar lived a warning they would never forget. To be continued.